Well, a disabled woman in LaFollette has a dispute with her landlord. She has no central heat and water pipes under her home leak. Consumer investigator Don Dare was invited to LaFollette before the weekend storm.
Well, Elena, conditions at the 115-year-old house are pretty rough. The lady who rents it draws $1,600 a month in Social Security. We're not saying her last name or her sister's last name at their request.
Well, that's a place to live, but I've got to worry about rats and roads.
Carolyn is distraught over the condition of her house in LaFollette. There's no central heat, and her water bill is exorbitant. Her sister Betty took us into Carolyn's backyard. As she lifts an access door exposing the crawl space, water is pouring from the pipes.
It's a puddle of water, and it's a running. You hear that? That water is running under that floor.
In the back of the house, leaky pipes have filled the crawl space there with water as well.
Oh my God, look at that. Look at that water.
She says the steady stream has been flowing into the backyard, creating a big puddle.
What has the landlord told you about the water and repairing it?
He told me last month, he said, if you can get me $1,000, I'll send him over to fix that water.
He told you if you gave him
$1,000.
he would
Well, send the man over to fix my water.
send someone to fix it.
Yeah.
I told her, don't give him no $1,000. It's his responsibility. The code man done told him he had come up to standards to fix his house. I'm just concerned of her being sick and this house cold like this. It's just a bad situation with this house. I come and check on her and bring her food.
In her bathroom, Carolyn turned on the spigots.
That's cold, I thought. There's no hot water in the cold. There's no hot water in the
And how long has that hot water been on?
It's been out for 2 or 3 months. This is my bathtub. I had to get this to take a bath.
This is a what?
A toad. It's a toad, you know, you put clothes in. I use it for a bathtub.
There is another problem. Carolyn says the HVAC system supplied by gas is not hooked up and hasn't been since she moved in. To stay warm, she uses space heaters that she purchased, but they draw a lot of power and are expensive to operate. She's stuffed towels under the doors to protect against drafts. Here we see a single-pane window which is unable to keep the frigid air out. Thin sheets of plastic cover other windows and don't provide much insulation. Her water and power is provided by LaFollette Utilities, which combines her electric and water usage into one statement. Her December bill was out of sight.
They told her her bill was $1,600 or they'd have to turn it off. And after paid $800.
And that was water?
Yes, water and electric together.
How long have you been living in this house?
3 years.
How much is your rent?
$700.
$700?
Yeah. And I had to pay the electric bill.
I haven't been over there, probably been 3 years, 3.5.
James Gwynn is Carolyn's landlord. He says maintenance crews attend to the rental homes he owns. Mr. Gwynn said he never told Carolyn or her sister that he wanted $1,000 to stop the leaks.
I talked to her last week and there were no issues. What's going on?
You're not aware of the water that's pouring out from under the house?
No. What are you talking about? No, if water's leaking under the house, that's my responsibility. I need to fix it. But she needs to tell me it's leaking.
If you were to see that the HVAC system doesn't work and that there's water pouring out from under the house, you would fix it?
Yes, absolutely. The HVAC needs to be fixed or all the plumbing in the house is going to burst. That needs to be fixed.
And you're going to do it?
Yes, absolutely.
But unfortunately, within 24 hours of that interview, Mr. Gwynn taped this notice on Carolyn's door. She's being evicted due to delinquency of rent and delinquency maintenance of property. Carolyn has rent receipts dating to last spring that show while she was late several times, she's caught up with her payments.
How about your most recent rent? Have you paid for it?
Yes.
In this notice that was left on your door, the landlord says you are being evicted for delinquency maintenance of property. Has he ever told you what that means?
No.
Never.
No.
Carolyn hopes to find a new place to live within a month.
Now, the landlord sent a maintenance team to Carolyn's house, and that big water leak has stopped. A heating and air contractor called us today saying after checking the HVAC system, At the landlord's request, it does work, but the gas meter needs to be hooked up. The Area Agency on Aging is currently assisting Carolyn doing as much as possible. Now, are there affordable rentals available in LaFollette within Carolyn's price range? Very few. Can she be put on a waiting list for government housing? That is a possibility. But the eviction notice from her landlord says she has to be out by March 2nd. Elena?